Good morning to all of you. In this video I am going to discuss about next unit, that is the diuretics. And diuretics are the agents which promotes the diuresis. Diuretics are the agents that promotes diuresis, and diuresis means there is a increased productions of urine. So the agents which increase the production of the urines be called diuretics, right? And these diuretics, particularly how they increase the production of urine, they particularly inhibit the renal tubular reabsorptions of sodium and waters and other ions, which ultimately increase the urine productions. So this urine is formed in the kidney, and in kidney, particularly nephron part, there is a glomerular capillaries, then there is Bowman capsules. This filtration is happens. Then there is a first part of nephron, we called it a proximal convoluted tubule (PCT). Then there is a loop of Henle's, descending loop of Henle's and ascending loop of Henle's, and then there is a next part, and then there is a collecting duct. There is a collecting duct and urine. These are normal simple. Proximal convoluted tubule, this part is loop of Henle, and this part is digital convoluted tubule, that is we call DCT. So in these parts there is a number of transporters are present for the movement of ions. In proximal convoluted tubule there is a transporters antiporter system is there, sodium and hydrogen antiport, sodium and hydrogen antiport system. And in loop of Henle's there is a transport system is sodium potassium 2 chloride symporter system is there. And in distal convoluted tubule there is a sodium and chloride symporter. Okay. So these are the various transporters. The first transporters, and that agents are acting, some agents are acting on proximal convoluted tubule, some agents are acting on loop of Henle, some are acting on DCT. So based on their site of actions, the molecules which are acting on the PCT, proximal convoluted tubule, the drugs are carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. And these carbonic anhydrase inhibitors drugs are acetazolamide, various drugs, methazolamide, and dichlorphenamide. So these are the carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, and these particularly, as I told you, there is a antiport system, there is a reabsorption in PCT, there is a reabsorption of sodium and excretion of hydrogen ion happens. That's why it's a antiporter system. So these drugs, carbonic anhydrase inhibitors, they inhibit the enzyme carbonic anhydrase. Due to that one, sodium reabsorptions will not happen and excretion of hydrogen will not happen. In there is a in a luminal part there is a sodium bicarbonate. There is a in luminal part, if you see closely, then there is a luminal part sodium bicarbonate. This bicarbonates will form, and this sodium will be transported. There is channels, and these bicarbonates with hydrogen ions form H2CO3, and then there is a carbonic anhydrase enzyme which convert into H2O plus CO2, and this CO2 will transported, and this CO2 with the help of carbonic anhydrase enzymes convert into H2CO3, and with the help of this there is a water also, this waters H2CO3, and then H2CO3 will transported from the extracellular side, and sodium and SCO3. So particularly you have to understand this inhibit the carbonic anhydrase enzyme. There is a carbonic anhydrase, and here is so carbonic acetazolamide, methazolamide, they inhibit the carbonic anhydrase, due to which this reabsorptions of sodium will not happen. This reabsorption will not happen, and is act as a diuretics. If you see carbonic anhydrase, if you remember, you will find that these carbonic anhydrase inhibitors also used in the treatment of glaucoma, because they are reducing the aqueous humor productions. ADRs with these drugs are there is a bone marrow suppressions, hypersensitivity reactions, hypersensitivity, metabolic acidosis, metabolic acidosis, hypokalemia. These are the various ADR associated with carbonic anhydrase inhibitors. The drugs which are acting on the loop of Henel's, these are, I told you, in loop of Henel there is a sodium potassium 2 chloride importers. See, in the loop of Henel's. So that will be called also loop diuretics. They are acting on the loop of Henel's, loop diuretics, and they are inhibiting the sodium potassium 2 chloride importers, and the drugs are furosemide, butamidine, butamidine, no, butanide, ethacrynic acid. These are the drugs which are inhibiting the sodium potassium chlorides and acting on the this one, and these are used to remove the edema in a renal or hepatic or cardiac disease. And ADRs of these loop diuretics, find these are associated with hypokalemia, hypokalemia sorry hypokalemia is the ADR, hypomagnesia, hyponatremia, is the loss of sodium also, hyponatremia, alkalosis, hyperglycemia, hyperuricemia. So these are the various ADRs associated with loop diuretics, hyperglycemia. So these are the ADRs with the loop diuretics. And another the diuretics which are under the category of diuretics, other agents are the drugs which are acting on the digital convoluted tubule, and in digital convoluted tubule there is a sodium and chlorides importer system. So the drugs which inhibit these importer systems are thiazide diuretics, thiazide diuretics, and drugs are chlorothiazide, metalazone, indapamide. These are the drugs, and these drugs, thiazide diuretics, are used as a first line antihypertensive drugs, first line antihypertensive agents. Particular problem with thiazides is their ADR is erectile dysfunctions. Rest is okay. Another agents which are acting on the collecting duct, or both on these ones, there is a aldosterone antagonist, and aldosterone antagonist is spironolactone. Aldosterone antagonist is spironolactone, or other drug is carninone. But problems with aldosterone antagonist is ADR is gynecomastia, impotence, hyperkalemia, abdominal pain. These are the various ADRs. Hyperkalemia, abdominal pain. So these are the ADRs associated with aldosterone antagonist. So this is a brief discussion about the diuretics. What are the diuretics, and what are the on the site of the actions, what are the different diuretics agents. In the next videos I will discuss about the antidiuretic hormones, that is the vasopressin. Thank you.